my family. This is Epps Joe Epps, Tim Lighthall, and we're going to talk about the book of Romans, how it came alive.
We are going to be having a longer video we want you guys to look out for, but a quick snippet is one thing that really stuck out about the book of Romans is the being declared the righteousness of God by faith in what Jesus did at the cross. Isn't that amazing? So that's like somebody coming in and purchasing like something super amazing for you and telling you that you could give up your life of worry, stress, everything negative, and you can take on this position and this place of righteousness. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited about that. So I'm going to pass it on to Joe.
Yeah, exactly. And then it just really is amazing. You know, a lot of time I lived my life prior to this revelation, as my wife said about the revelation of righteousness, is that thinking about myself, you know, all of a sudden falling short of the glory of God and being so focused on how far short I fell. But then once I saw that, hold on, wait a minute. I'm no longer living with that gap of falling short because of what Jesus did, just as Liz talked about. Now I'm no longer short of the glory. I now share the same glory with him. And just the righteousness is so wow. And to the point that I couldn't get out the first chapter where it talks about this is the power of the gospel. You know, as far as the righteousness is concerned, it basically had me dumbfounded is that when we have a revelation of righteousness and what he actually did for us, then everything, the blessings and so forth, like it's not even, it's like a no-brainer because he did all the work on our behalf. And it's just so much to unpack in the book of Romans, and I'm looking forward to the longer video you'll get to share with us as well, because it truly is a game changer. And just as our lives has been impacted, I know the same is going to happen to you as well. So it's amazing.
Yeah, so good, y'all. And one of the things that stood out to me was I used to hear people preach on Romans chapter 7, and chapter 7 is when Paul's like, I know the good I'm supposed to do, and I can't do it, and I try, and I hear people say, yeah, Tim, that's my struggle. I know what I'm supposed to do, but why is it so hard? And it's like, yeah, me too, man, life is tough. And then when I read it eventually with this revelation, it's like, wow, Paul is saying that when I lived under the law, I was miserable. But at the very end, it says, who's going to rescue me from this kind of life? And it says, Jesus did. So Jesus came and says, there is now, therefore, no more condemnation. I lived under condemnation. I lived under, oh my goodness, I feel guilty about, man, I didn't walk right. You know, I tripped, I'm guilty. You know, every little thing you feel guilty about when that's not true. There's no condemnation anymore. So we want to teach you when the whole version comes out that you walk by faith, you're righteous, and this is the power of God unto salvation. This is absolutely so cool. And your life is going to be changed, it's going to be transformed, and it's not by us, it's by the Holy Spirit who's going to give you the spirit of wisdom, revelation. He's going to teach you, and you're going to walk out of this video with having an encounter with the Lord, knowing that you're not just righteous, not because of what you did, but because of what Jesus did. But now this righteousness empowers me to live a life of abundance, to live a life of joy, of peace, of every good blessing now flows to us. So it doesn't matter what your circumstance looks like, your circumstances will change when you understand what Jesus did for me, who he is. Now I changed. So we all have it on our hearts to share with you eventually this a longer version of this video.